This is paper 1 math ECZ. Okay, so the question says, given that f of x is equal to that and g of x is that, find the inverse of the function f of x. Okay, so at A, they want us to find the inverse of the function f of x. So first of all, let's rewrite the function f of x. So we have f of x is equal to 3x minus 5 over 2. So for us to find the inverse of this function, first of all, we'll say let f of x be equal to y. So this means that in this function f of x, here where there's f of x, we're going to replace y. Okay, so this will imply that we'll have y is equal to 3x minus 5 over 2. Next, we swap x with y. So meaning, where there's y here, we're going to replace x. Where there's x, we'll replace y. So this will imply that we'll have x is equal to 3y minus 5 over 2. Next, you can see that on the right we have a fraction. So even on the left, we can make it as a fraction by saying over 1. Then we cross multiply. We'll say 1 times 3y minus 5 is 3y minus 5 is equal to 2 times x is 2x. Then at this time, or at this stage, we should aim at making y the subject of the formula. Meaning we need to remove this term here, so that the term that has 3y should remain alone. So we'll remove this by additive inverse. We'll add a 5 here, so that when we say negative 5 plus 5, this becomes a 0. So what we've done on the left, we'll also do it on the right, so that the equation remains balanced. So here on the right, on the left, we'll remain with 3y, then is equal to, this will be 2x plus 5. Okay? To isolate y, we'll divide through by 3. We'll divide both sides by 3. Okay? Then we'll have y is equal to 2x plus 5 over 3. So you conclude and say, therefore, the inverse of the function f of x is this one here that we found. So 2x plus 5 over 3. So this is the inverse, the required inverse. So at B, they want us to find f inverse of 5. Okay? So what we are from finding is the inverse of the function f of x. So first of all, for us to find this, we are supposed to write the function f, the inverse of x. Okay? The inverse of x, we found that it's 2x plus 5 over 3. So the inverse, we found that is 2x plus 5 over 3. Now, f inverse of 5 will mean wherever there is x in this function, we will replace a 5. So we'll have 2 times 5 plus 5 over 3. That's what it means. Okay? Then this will be 10 plus 5 over 3. This will be 15 over 3. And this simplifies to 5 as the final answer. Okay? Let's look at the last one, which is C. At C, they want you to find f of g of x. In other words, the composition of the function f of x of g of x. So at C, this is what they want you to find, f of g of x. So now, what does this mean? It means that this can be written as the function f, then g of x. Okay? So this means that this function g of x is inside the function of f. Okay, so we'll replace, we'll have f, g of x is this one here, x plus 2. Okay, so g of x is x plus 2, so we'll have x plus 2. We've just replaced g of x here, okay? So next, since we are saying that this function is in the function f, and the function f of x is this, f of x is 3x minus 5 over 2. So now, at this stage where we have reached, it means that f of x, okay, so it means that f of this, I'm just getting this here, is equal to, so what we'll do is, in this function, wherever there is x, we're going to replace this, just as we did here, just as we are from doing f of 5, meaning in this function, wherever there is x, we are replacing a 5. So it's also the same here, when we have f of x plus 2, wherever there is x, it means that wherever there is x here, we are going to replace this. So what you are having is 3, open brackets, then replace this here, x plus 2, then minus 5 over 2. Okay? Then what you have to do now is just to expand and simplify. Okay, so 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is positive 6. Okay, then minus 5, this one here, over 2. Okay, so like terms together, these can subtract each other, so we're going to have 3x, 6 minus 5 is positive 1, then over 2. Okay, so, okay, I'm taking it this way because of space. So we can conclude and say, therefore, f of g of x is equal to this, 3x plus 1 over 2. Okay, thank you very much for watching. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing, comment, hit the like button, and share. And also, if you haven't watched my previous video on how to simplify algebraic expressions, you can just click on the video that is showing on the screen. Goodbye, see you in the next video.